What's going on, guys? Christian here from CK Wraps. Today, I'm going to do a walk around video of the new wrap that I just installed on my Jaguar F-Pace. The finish and film is friggin' amazing. I friggin' love this color. It's probably one of my favorites. I don't often get excited about this. On top of that, I installed the wrap over a full paint protection film, which I did myself. And the videos on how to do paint protection film are on my website, ckwraps.com. The link is in the top corner and the description below for you guys. If you're looking to sign up, we're giving away 1 month free. Gives you open access to the forum, discussion board. You can ask questions. I answer them every single day and help you guys through wrap projects that you're dealing with in that time. I'm going to show you this car inside and outside because it's good. It's important to see the car under natural lighting versus the shop lighting. Now, this is one of the most smooth finishes I've ever seen. It's gorgeous. I'm going to take you for a detailed walk around of what this looks like. I'm also going to talk to you about the aftercare product that I use to take care of my wraps. And that's sitting right here on the hood. So this is called Wrap Fresh, and it comes in a gloss or matte detail aftercare spray. These are the products right here. So I'll just bring them up to the camera to show you. And nobody's paying me to show you this. Don't worry. This is just for you guys. And I want you to see and I want to explain why these work. This is actually a question I get asked a lot of. And it's not often that I'm going to go out there and tell you which brand necessarily is the better detail spray. Now, I've used a lot over the years. I've used tons. There are a couple of others on the market. There's one other one on the market, which I do enjoy. It's also hard to get. So this is actually available, and the link to this will be in the description below as well. Now, comes with really nice microfiber cloths. These are super soft. I could sleep on these things. They're like pillows. And you just simply wipe it on and wipe it off. What the detail spray is going to do is it's going to prevent the film from fading. So if you live in a high UV environment, like let's say Arizona, Mexico, I don't know, anywhere that's in the desert or hot, you can expect that the longevity of the actual color is going to last a lot longer because of this product here, which protects against UV light. Now, UV light is the nemesis of vinyl, basically. I would say heat's in combination with UV light. UV light being probably the number one, and then heat being maybe number two. Colds, actually, as far as the polar bears walking around outside right now because it's Canada. The cold doesn't really affect the wrap. It does make it more fragile, but as long as you do a thorough installation and you don't tailgate people in the wintertime, which you shouldn't be, your wrap's going to last. So it's not the cold, it's the heat, and it's the actual UV light. So a lot of people think that it's the other way around, where winter is the harder elements, the harder season of the year on a wrap. It can be, depending on, again, how closely you drive behind people. Because stones, salt, sand, that sort of thing, kicking up from vehicles is going to actually cause the film to chip. And that's any brand, doesn't matter. Now, I've actually installed this wrap over paint protection film. So underneath the wrap, it's more elastic, which means that there's more pliable impact as far as stones go. Now, is it going to last longer, like this color on the PPF, as opposed to doing it right over the paint? It should, because paint protection film is more of a polyurethane, or is polyurethane, and that's a lot more pliable. Even in colder temperatures, it's not as pliable as it is when it's warmer, but it's still more pliable than cast or polymeric films. Now, this film right here is polymeric film, which means, if you want more detail on that, you'll have to visit my website. But which just means that it just costs less to manufacture, and it can potentially not last as long. Regardless, who keeps their wrap on for 5 or 6 years and daily drives their car? Most people don't. You can probably expect the life expectancy to be around 3 years or so when it comes to this. Enough of that. Let's get into what this does. So this is the satin matte finish. So this is actually, the wrap on my car is actually a satin metallic, just in case you're curious. And all you're going to do, I'm going to show you it again, or so I'm going to show you now. I'm going to put on spray, not stream. I'm just going to mist it on. and we're gonna wipe it. And you're gonna see it kind of gets a little bit more like shiny, a little more metallic-y looking, and then it all goes away. And then it smells amazing. I always forget what it smells like. And this is also going to repel water, sand, debris from sitting on the surface. Now, the cloth itself is so much more, the energy level of the surface right now is so much more smooth, it's so much higher. Because basically what this product has done, it's like a temporary ceramic coating. I can feel my butt sliding on the car now. It's like a temporary ceramic coating. And it's not meant to last for like more than a couple of weeks. It's just meant to detail your car with. A lot of us, who are car enthusiasts, we like to actually detail our cars. We like to clean our cars. We like to do all that kind of stuff. So, that's part of, being a car enthusiast. To have something that's extremely low maintenance, sure, you could ceramic coat it, but, that also costs substantially more. For 25, 30 bucks a bottle, this will last you a long time, by the way. Using it every couple of weeks or after every few washes, when you feel like it, or using it after every wash, whatever you want to do, is going to go a long way, okay? So for that, what this costs is going to go a long way. And when you ceramic coat a vinyl wrap, sure, it can be worth it if you plan to keep that wrap on for years to come. But if you're planning on removing your wrap every year or two or even 3, this is probably the better option. Because one bottle right here is probably going to last you about a year, or even longer, depending on where you live and how often you're washing your car and so forth. Probably last you about a year for 25, 30 bucks. Now, ceramic coating job on a wrap, I would say like on the very low side would be like 500 bucks. On the high side, 1,000 plus. So, how many bottles can you buy for that price? A lot. Now, you want to use the matte one and the satin one for the matte and satin films. You don't want to use this one here, which is the gloss version, because it's going to streak more. So this is actually developed, and it's also, I'll explain this part too, the particles in this are actually more fine, because a matte wrap and a satin wrap is a more porous surface. So the particles in this are actually a little bit larger, which makes it so that it absorbs properly into the film. Most films, matte or satin, have roughly the same density level. Gloss is totally different. We're looking at a much higher energy level or density level than a matte or a satin wrap. So we need something that's suitable for that kind of finish. Just even in general, right over here, you can see the bottle starting to slide like it's crazy. This is not even a very steep angle. This is almost like, again, it's like a ceramic coating. See? That's crazy. It doesn't do that. It probably doesn't do that over there. Look. See? I haven't done it yet on here. Just to show you. Look, we're getting even more steep now. Now it's going, okay? But watch this. I'll put it here and just give it a little tap. I don't even have to tap it. See what's going on? Crazy. Over here, it was wanting to stay. Oh, now it wants to slide. There we go. So again, just goes. Okay, so you can see the difference right off the bat. The energy level is much higher, which means that tree sap, insects, that sort of thing aren't going to stick to the surface as much. Pretty much it. Let's take the camera off the tripod and give you a walk around of the actual vehicle inside and outside. All right, guys, let's give a little walk around here. So I totally underestimated this bumper. I thought it was going to be a quick job. It was not a quick job. This bumper, I would say, with disassembly and everything else that was going on as far as the bumper goes, probably took me 5 hours. That's a long time, actually. There's a lot of seams, a lot of inlay setups. The inlay setups will be on my website on how to do all that stuff. The rest of the vehicle was pretty easy. Now, this vehicle was white, like my car was white before this. So, full disassembly as far as it goes, making sure that everything's taken off. This way we can wrap around. Look at the finish. The finish is just dope. Corners, and this is right here on the hood and fender, right there for comparison. That's over full paint protection film, okay? So when I do paint protection film, I go around my edges. You see a lot of shops, they don't go around their edges. So you can see it looks really nice. Even the headlight has paint protection film on it. It's actually, you can feel an edge like under there. So you can see all that. Finish. Again, this is probably one of my favorite finishes. Looks super nice there. give you a nice full view of what's going on. I actually did, and I was debating, but I did the roof, and most of it's glass, but I did the roof in gloss black PPF. So you can see the gloss black PPF right there. It looks so much better than, let's say, like Avery gloss black. You know, Avery gloss black and 3M gloss black, it's kind of a fail. And then it goes much better. And even like this trim piece right here, all PPF'd all the way down. It goes much better with the actual glass roof. I didn't do the antenna. The antenna came black already, so I said, whatever, I'm not going to do it. I did the back section right here, you can see. And I did a side accent piece right here, so it ties in with the side of the vehicle. This is like, look at the finish. It's beautiful. Everything's tucked in, obviously, really neatly, nice and tidy all the way through. Looks great. The finish is kind of like a satin chrome to me. That's what it looks like. The metallic level in this film is so heavy that it looks like a satin chrome. Car's a little dusty. I did take it out for a drive, so it picked up a little bit of dust, and I didn't dust the whole thing off yet. But I just wanted to show you what this looks like. Film wraps around even the key logo, whatever you want to call that, really nicely. I didn't reinstall the badging on the back entirely. I'm not here to try to really promote Jaguar. I'm just here to show my wrap. And the emblem's kind of cool. People get it. And obviously the 30T, it's not an SVR. If it was an SVR, it'd be a lot cooler. But it's also not the base model. So, so just to show you what's going on there. Obviously, I wrapped my license plate cover to hide my plates. Inside, gas cap cover, it's all wrapped separately. You want to run your films directionally to make sure that you don't have, anything that's kind of flipped around and looks a little bit weird or strange. Mirror wrap looks super nice, like this is all done one piece. It's not messing around, all on the inside there and everything. Sorry, that was the cord for the other mic. And I just wanted to show you on the more dark side over there. So I left the lights off on that side to give you a different kind of view on what this looks like. It's beautiful. Like, it's freaking beautiful. It's sleek, sexy, aggressive. It's everything that I want in a wrap. And the color. It's not just the fact that it's the color itself. It's like the finish. Everything about it is super nice. So I'll just kind of stand back here and give you a more solid shot of what the vehicle looks like from the full side while it's here. You can zoom back a bit there for you. There we go. Now I'm just going to pan around the entire vehicle. It's freezing cold out here. I'm practically getting frostbite. I'm going to pan around the entire vehicle and I'm going to show you what the finish looks like in a more natural lighting, because obviously most people don't have the same kind of lighting that I have in my shop, at their home garage, or just generally out in the real world. Now, you're going to see it's a bit overcast, so the sun isn't really shining on it. It's a little bit darker than the shop. And I mean, that's what it looks like to me. Who knows what it's going to look like on camera, but a little darker than the shop, and showing you what the reflection is like, what the finish is like, and so on, because it's super important to know what this looks like outside versus inside under natural lighting, due to the fact that most people are going to see it like that in the outside environment. You can see it in your garage at home, but unless you have a lot of lighting like I do, it's not going to give you the best representation of what the color or the finish looks like. Now, this product and this finish looks absolutely phenomenal inside or outside. So for me, I'm happy either way. It's very dark outside. I'm actually in love with that because I thought that it might be too light. And I wasn't sure what it would look like. Once the sun does come out, and who knows, that could be another 6 months, since we're in Canada. The sun basically hibernates over the winter time, and so does the warm weather. But once the sun comes out, I'll definitely post some pictures on Instagram for you guys. And, if you're looking to follow me on Instagram, check it out, CK Wraps. That's all it is, at CK Wraps. That's it, guys. That's inside, outside, and what the wrap looks like. I hope you enjoy the color. I know I do. Let me know what you think about it. Regardless, I'm curious to see how many people like it, how many people don't like it. Doesn't matter to me if you like it or not. I still love it. And my girlfriend will love it because she gets to drive this car mostly. But either way, great advertising as far as vinyl wraps go. You know, when you wrap your own vehicle, it's very important to choose something that stands out. You don't want to choose something mundane like gloss nardo gray. Like, why would you do that? If you're trying to start a business, it would be very good advertising. Nobody's going to know that it's wrapped in gloss nardo gray. They're just going to think that it's painted. While choosing something along the lines like this that more or less suits your taste still is a great way to promote yourself and a great way to advertise what it is that you can do. This car, obviously, going to grab a ton of attention. We're going to ask all the time. I know because I see a lot of these on the road, actually. I'm not sure how many you've seen, but I've seen a lot of Jaguar F-Pace vehicles on the road. And this was just white and it was boring and it was really just plain and simple. Didn't even have a full gloss black roof. And that could have just already changed it a lot. The fact that the whole thing's wrapped in a really nice finish. I've seen a pink one, a matte pink one wrapped in the area. I know who wrapped it. So my friends at Gold Label. And, they did an excellent job of doing it. Like I said, it's not an easy car as far as the front bumper goes. It was actually a hard car to wrap in some areas. And, I give them full credit for that. But, the only one I've ever seen wrapped is pink, and it stands out like that. It's matte pink, bubblegum, and it's crazy. It draws your eyes into it right away. This is more or less on the opposite side of things where, pink obviously is a very particular choice of color, and that doesn't suit everybody. It's sort of like chrome, like chrome is not really like everyone's alley. It might draw a lot of people in as far as hey, wow, I've never seen that, I hate it, or I love it. But pink, same thing, kind of like along those lines. Where this is yeah, I kind of like it, or I kind of don't. It's not so much like a love or a hate. It's kind of like in the middle, and not really sure what to think until you guys see it more, or become more accustomed to it. And that's how I kind of feel about it. Regardless, right off the bat, I loved it. But generally speaking, I think that most people are going to feel like they're not sure what to think just yet. I think the color is very good for a lot of vehicles. Actually, this is a high-end luxury color, is what I would say it is. Now, this car is not. Depending on what you buy, I guess, but I wouldn't say that this car is the highest end of luxury. It's nice. I'm not complaining about it at all, but it's not like high-end luxury. Not like a Maybach or a Rolls Royce. This is probably friggin' amazing on a Rolls Royce, actually, or even like a Lamborghini, for example. This could go on a lot of cars and look really good. Doesn't have to go on every car. Doesn't look really good. It might not look good on a Toyota Tercel or a Camry. It might. Who knows? I don't know. If you have one, go ahead and wrap it in this. But anyways, satin metallic burnt maroon on my Jaguar F-Pace. I hope you guys enjoyed the video on what this was. What the full walk around video of the actual film. What it looks like, dark side, light side, inside, outside, the products that I use to keep it, maintained and in good shape during obviously the harsh elements of the winter, mainly the salt, tree sap. There's no insects in the wintertime here, so it doesn't really matter. They all went south. But anyways, regardless, and I'll be going south next year, so it doesn't matter. This will be my last winter in Canada, thank God. Guys, I'm looking forward to doing more videos for you. And if you want to see more live videos, please drop a comment in this comment section below. I'm also doing more detailed live videos on my websites. Those will be starting very shortly. Just set everything up for all of that. Those will be recorded in 4K, while the ones on YouTube just end up being on my phone. It's limitations of the way things work. Can't help it. But anyways, that's it. Guys, look forward to doing more videos for you. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Take care.